I probably don't have. Okay, so yeah, let me start again. So, welcome to the Reconnected Grassfield, and again, thanks everyone being here today. You know, the ancestor brought us here to reconnect, to learn, and then to share. So today we got multiple speaker on the group, and then I'm just gonna start with the speaker, which is here with us right now. We're gonna have the Queen of the Maroon coming on after that, and my cousin, my brother, uh, King Tchangou Joseph II. So he's the king of the village called Doumtcho. So Doumtcho is a village in the Bamileke area, and then it's about 10 to 15 minutes to the center of Bafang. So having speaking to the king so many times, he's very privileged first to be here to reconnect with all of us. He believes that we all children of Cameroon, and then doesn't matter. Some of us doesn't know exactly the house where the ancestor is living at the moment in back home, but there's a house somewhere there where your family is there. You probably walk past some of your family every day without knowing that they're part of your family. So the king is willing to offer what we call the reconnected grassfield village for anybody who feel that they want to reconnect to that village. They want to take it as the home of the ancestor. They're welcome to the village, and then they're gonna be able to do so many things in the village. So the king gonna be able to explain and speak about it himself. So I'm gonna let the king speak himself. So Majesty Tchangou Joseph II is yours.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you get me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Thank you
sir.
very much. Okay. I'm very happy this Sunday to speak to all of us, all of you, as all the father of you, as my child, my brother, Mr. Monka told you, Mr. Tchangou Joseph, too, the fifth king of the realm of the kingdom of Doumtcho in Western Cameroon. So my will is to have all of you as our children of Western Cameroon, to give you a land to stay and to have a good life and a good relationship between all the son of Doumtcho village. So since begin the first day that I understood that Mr. Monkam make a meeting to reconnect all the people who want to come and see how they can be with the ancestor, to be a child of this land. I tell you that I'm ready to help all of you being our son. So today, who is the big day of Sunday, is the day of God. I bless all of you to have a good will, a good idea, and to stay with all the spirit of the ancestor from Doumtcho. And I will guarantee all of you that all the village make all what is in our power to have you and to give you a well stay, a well return back at home. So I can say I and you, we are, since the day this idea come on you, that I'm very happy with all the people of the Doumtcho in Cameroon, in out of our frontier, to have you between us. So you can be free in your head that you are welcome in Doumtcho, and all with us we stayed in peace. Thank you very much, and may the meeting goes better. Thank you very much. I stay with all of you.
Thank you, Majesty. Thank you very much. So that was very reassuring, because what we want is to be able to. I mean, I'm gonna say that we are myself and yourself. We're very lucky that we can take a car, we can go there. We know that this is our ancestor home. This is our granddad. This is our dad home. But for our brother and sister who was forcibly taken away from Cameroon, and then not knowing exactly where to go back, knowing that they got somewhere, so they got somewhere there, but don't know exactly, not know where to go back, and then having you to actually open the doors and saying that okay, the village is the village where anybody can come in. They can take it as this is where my ancestor left, and then they can start doing whatever they want to do. And then the good thing also that you offered a land to anyone who want to come there. So it's a massive thing. It's a massive thing. I'm going to say thanks again. I'll let it to Brother Gordon, to King Gordon, to take over.
Yes. Thank you, Your Majesty. This is definitely an honor and a privilege to be here with you as your children that that are still prisoners of war, that were taken into slavery. And now there's a technology for us to again learn at least where we come from in Africa and a lineage right now is just so powerful. And then for you to be here to open it up to us, I know we are very blessed because there are a lot of people who have taken the test who are Bamileke or Tikar or Iwando or Mafa or Masa that don't have the opportunity to one, sit down with the king as we're doing with you right now, and also to be invited to have land, to be a part of your kingdom. So, it is the ancestors bringing us all together at this time. So I am definitely appreciative of everything that you're doing and what you're opening up for all of us. So if anyone else has anything to share, before we turn it back over to Brother Monkum, you can share it at this time for the king. Go ahead, Brother Elon.
Thank you, brother. Your Majesty, thank you for that warm greeting. My ancestors were taken from Cameroon in the 1800s and were enslaved in North Carolina, and then were enslaved in Marianna, Arkansas, which is called the Black Swamp. And we migrated to St. Louis, where I live now, and to Chicago and other states and cities in the US due to the Great Migration fleeing the Ku Klux Klan and looking for more opportunity. And so I mentioned all of that just to give you some context on what can happen when one of your sons or daughters is taken into the trade. We've toiled for a long time here, and um, a lot of what we're interested in is relearning who we are as Bamileke, as African people. And so your graciousness is very well received, sir. So I just want to say all that to say thank you.
Anyone else would like to share? And Brother Malcolm, you might want to do some of this in French if it may be easier.
So, Majesty,
Oui.
you understand what brother Dr. Elon says? So, Dr. Elon, you understand, or you want me to traduce in French?
Oui. Try to translate in French
Okay.
to have, yes, because I want to have a well understanding of
Understand
what he said.
everything. Okay. So, Dr. Elon, so he says that he's very, very, how am I saying? I'm sorry, as Dr. Elon vient de dire qu'effectivement, il est très
Très
impressionné, il est
content.
très content de déjà que vous soyez là et
Merci.
que ses ancêtres ont été pris au Cameroun. Ça fait durant
300 ans.
la traite négrière, voilà, plus de 300 ans. Et le fait que vous soyez là aujourd'hui pour lui dire, pour déjà reconnaître que il fait partie d'un de vos enfants et que vous offrez, disons que la possibilité de retourner et de pouvoir se construire au village et d'être un enfant du village, c'est vraiment très impressionnant pour lui. Il est très content, quoi. Donc, c'est ce qu'il veut, c'est ce qu'il dit, quoi.
Merci. Dis-lui que le plaisir est partagé. I'm very glad. Me too. I'm very glad. Merci.
So he's very happy, and then he shared the same throat as you. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm very glad. Thank you very
So,
much.
yes, is there anyone else that would like to share? And I'll share what I said next at the end, because I'm sure he didn't get all of what I said. But anyone else want to share?
Just to add again, Majesté, donc le frère Elon, il a fait son test ADN et on lui a
Oui.
dit qu'il était Bamileke. Donc du coup, il était au Cameroun déjà une fois et on
Oui.
lui a donné le nom Elon. Donc voilà, voilà.
Bon, Elon, tu as donné le nom Elon. Elon, bon, Elon dans notre village, ça c'est des noms qui sont un peu dans le sud du Cameroun. Mais
Mhm,
comme vous avez dit que dans votre arrivée au Cameroun, on peut vous rebaptiser, nous avons des noms du terroir.
mhm.
Donc, on aura la possibilité de vous dire, par exemple, vous qui êtes Moncam, et
Ouais,
que l'autre est Tchangou, l'autre est Djegen, bref, les noms du terroir, pour que ça leur
ouais.
colle bien, parce que nous allons échanger directement avec les ancêtres avec un certain nombre de rites là,
Okay.
pour qu'on les intègre dans la société.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so I just add that brother Dr. Elon did his African ancestry and then he found out that he was Bamileke and then he was given the name Elon. So the king said that Elon, yes, is a Cameroonian name, but it's mainly in the southern part of Cameroon. But when we're gonna be coming back in Cameroon, so he's gonna do some ritual where he's gonna, if you want to, he's gonna add another Bamileke name to your name, so you connect directly to your ancestor. So the name he's going to give you is not going to be just like that. It's going to go through a specific ritual to connect you back to your ancestor.
Thank you so much.
Voilà. Donc il
Thank
dit
you so
merci beaucoup.
Merci, Becky, j'ai suivi, merci beaucoup. Et le plaisir est partagé, rassurez-vous. Merci.
Okay, so he's very happy about it, and then he's just as happy as you are.
Merci, thank you very much.
Is there anyone else would like to share?
Or any question about names, about anything? The king is here.
I have a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
So when my wife and I go to Cameroon again and visit with His Majesty, what is his vision for the village? Like, if we were to take land, would he like us to grow something specific, or would we like us to do something in collaboration with the people already there? I would like to know what his vision is for us coming back home.
Good question. Alors, Majesté,
Oui, ma part, mon camp, je suis avec vous. Merci.
alors, vous avez suivi la question que le professeur Dr. Elon a posée?
Bon, pour être vraiment sincère, il demande est-ce que quand ils arriveront, on doit faire quelque chose de commun ou alors est-ce que tu peux m'aider à mieux comprendre ça?
Ok, donc il a demandé, il a dit qu'effectivement, comme vous avez, c'est déjà une très bonne chose que vous avez offert cette possibilité pour nos frères et sœurs de retourner et que vous avez aussi offert, disons, que de leur donner de la terre. Est-ce que vous avez une vision que vous voulez que ces gens-là fassent pour l'exploitation de ces terres-là? Est-ce que vous avez une vision de certains produits que vous voulez que, disons, s'ils partent dans l'agriculture, si ils peuvent, quels produits est-ce que vous voulez qu'ils plantent là-bas? Ou alors est-ce qu'il y a des projets qui sont déjà, qu'ils peuvent en concordance avec le village, avec la population du village? Qu'est-ce que vous attendez vraiment de ces gens-là lorsque vous leur donnez de la terre pour exploiter au village?
D'accord. Merci pour cette question qui est suffisamment intéressante pour moi.
Mhm,
Et je reviens à vous pour vous dire, comme c'est un appel des ancêtres, nous sommes en train de rentrer tous dans ce village.
mhm,
Donc, c'est un peu comme une communauté d'intérêt.
mhm,
Autant vous qui venez vous installer, vous allez nous rejoindre dans ce site qui sera nouvellement exploité.
mhm,
Alors, ce qui fait que nous avons, la semaine dernière, précisément samedi passé, étudié ce projet de long en large et de fond en comble avec le comité de développement.
mhm,
Nous avons même exploré le site et il y a la possibilité déjà, d'avoir un site pour vous recaser
mhm.
et maintenant un autre site qu'on peut exploiter
OK.
en termes de culture vivrière, en termes de ceci, en termes de cela.
OK. Attends, comme c'est long,
Mais,
je vais finir avec ça. Après ça, je reviens. OK?
je veux bien, d'accord, d'accord,
So,
d'accord.
well, okay, I'm gonna break it in different because the king didn't speak, finish speaking now. So because it's getting too long, so I don't forget, I have to break it for the first part. So he says that congratulations. I mean, he's very happy first. That was a very good question, which actually goes in line with the meeting he had last week. I think last Saturday. So he says that what's going to happen is that he's going to give us a land somewhere where we're going to be able to go back to that land. So, and then there will be a second part where we can have a project. We want to do any project there, agriculture or anything. And then he actually spoke to the development committee of the village because each village they got a community. So the king have lead the development committee. So people in there they're there to see what they can do to kind of like develop the village. So he presented the ReConnected Grassfields Village to that committee on Saturday, and then everybody was very very happy about it. And then so he already identified the part of the land he's gonna give us to do our reconnected village. So it's gonna be like a village in the village, and then there will be another part of land where we can develop anything. Like if you want to open a shop, you want to do agriculture, you want to do everything, then that's area going to be for that. Ok, voilà. J'espère que j'ai bien expliqué. Donc, vous continuez, chef.
Très bien, très bien. La version, c'était fidèle, merci bien.
Voilà.
Bon, maintenant, comme le projet est déjà entre nos mains et entre vos mains aussi,
Yeah.
il serait de bon ton que, avant même que vous n'arrivez, quand vous dites que nous avons, on doit rendre ceci-là viable. Viable, c'est quoi?
Mhm.
Vous n'allez pas arriver à trouver peut-être un site qui a encore des arbres, des herbes et tout ça. Donc, le comité de développement maintenant, avec ma supervision, avec mon accord, on pourra identifier ça, défricher le site,
Mhm.
le mettre, s'il y a des arbres qu'on les coupe. Et si possible même, une fois qu'on aura fait tout cela, peut-être s'il y a même des besoins de terrassement, comme
Mhm.
la mairie à Bakou, vous connaissez bien le village,
Ouais, 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 ouais.
pourquoi ne même pas rencontrer le maire
Mhm.
et avec sa bénédiction, il peut nous donner des engins et puis on va terrasser. Puis avant que vous n'arrivez, que le terrain soit déjà viabilisé et que vous fassiez ça, ce que vous entendez faire.
Et ce qui est même bien, c'est qu'un des agents du maire, c'est notre cousin commun, Raphaël Lakam. Donc,
Très bien,
il est, il est l'adjoint de Emedek. Emedek lui-même, il est de la famille, quoi. Ouais.
très bien. Voilà, vous voyez que ça tombe bien, c'est la famille qui est en train
Mhm.
d'entreprendre des projets et je crois que ça va
Voilà,
nous être facilité.
voilà.
En ce
Donc,
moment-là, dès que le projet sera mis en place, donc, je ne pourrais
mhm,
aller dire au maire que bon, voilà nos frères qui vont venir de trucs, on va défricher. Et le maire viendra lui-même
mhm.
dire que bon, voilà, je prends même pour faute pour qu'on mette ce terrain en valeur pour vous attendre.
Wow, ça c'est magnifique, ça. Oh, so again, the king just said because he said that when before we actually come back, we actually come in Cameroon, the part of the land he already identified, he's not gonna give us a land with trees and everything. So he's gonna make sure that that land is clear, everything is clean there, and then he's gonna speak to the mayor of Baku, which is like maybe 5 minutes from the village. He's gonna speak to the mayor, and then the mayor gonna bring maybe possibility to bring all the engine and then clear the place, remove everything, so the land gonna be completely ready for us to do the project we want to do. And then I told him that because obviously one of the mayor,
Le vice,
the vice mayor is a
okay,
family member. Is our
family member.
uncle, so it's my uncle.
Okay,
He's his cousin. So he's
thank you
which
very
make
much.
it even more easy. And then the mayor himself is somebody I know as well, be part of the family.
Yes,
I don't know
yes,
what thing, but he's part of the family as well. So that would be more
yes.
easy. And then he's a young mayor. He's a young mayor, so he knows how things go. So he's gonna
He's
be
very dynamic.
exactly. He's gonna be able to speak to him, and then he's gonna bring. He's gonna be part of the project to be able to clear the space for us. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
So that's
Awesome.
amazing. I wasn't expecting that, but honestly,
No, no, it's very,
it's
very clear. It's very clear.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you very
Um,
much. Very clear.
Merci
yes,
beaucoup.
thank you. Anyone else want to ask the question?
Any question else?
I'd just like to ask real quick, how much land is he offering?
Ok, good question. Alors donc, le frère Jerry veut savoir
Oui.
c'est quoi la superficie que vous offrez pour, pour nous.
Bon, est-ce que vous avez, en fonction de vos désidératas, votre volonté, ou bien du nombre de personnes qui viennent, vous
Mhm.
pouvez exprimer déjà, le village est très vaste. Vous suivez?
Attendez, je vais me déconnecter.
Allô?
Alors,
Bon, déjà?
allez-y, on vous écoute, Majesté.
D'accord, merci bien. Je disais tantôt que, vous savez, des terres qui sont encore à viabiliser, il est assez difficile peut-être d'avoir une limite nette. Mais je voudrais que vous, à votre niveau, que vous essayez de dire, bon, si nous tous qui venons là, on a peut-être besoin de, de peut-être 1000 hectares, 2000 hectares, ou alors, ce sont vos besoins que vous nous amenez maintenant à travers dans ce sens-là. Parce que le village est, comme je vous disais là, inexploré. Et on peut vous donner autant de parcelles que possible, selon vos besoins, selon vos désirata.
Okay. So to answer your question, brother Jerry, the king says that it doesn't matter really. It's what we need. It's what we get. What do we need in term of the size of the land according to the project we got? So we just have to tell him, and then there's not an issue. It's going to be able to allocate that. So like he said, anyone want to have a land there, they're going to have a land. So it's really what we need. What do we need in terms of space?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Majesty. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm just going to quickly announce the king of. We got another king who just come in. He's the paramount king of the Ewondo. His name is Professor Elong. He's based in. He's king of the 13 Ewondo village. So
Yes.
I sent him the link. I wasn't really expecting, but thank you for being here today, Professor Elong.
Bonsoir, bonsoir à tous.
Bonsoir, professor.
Bonsoir.
So, Professor Elon is the paramount king of the Ewondo, and he got 13 villages. So he's paramount king of 13 villages in Cameroon, and the all Ewondo village in the it's not close, it's not far to Akonolinga in the central part of Cameroon. For anyone who knows Cameroon.
Okay.
Okay.
We will definitely come to him next. Was there anyone else that had anything else for the king, that any other questions about the reconnected village or anything else like that? Go ahead, Jackie.
I had a question. Thank you, Gordon. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much, King, for coming and speaking with us today. My question is about the people who are near the village. What is their thought about the village that you're planning for us? How do they feel about it? What are they thinking about it?
Oh, what was the question again? Sorry, I just what was it? Okay, what's the thought of the people in the village? Is it correct?
Yeah, my question is, what do they think of the people who are near the village now?
Okay.
How do they feel about this new village and us coming there? What is their...
Good question. All right, Majesté?
Oui, allô, je suis encore avec vous.
Voilà, donc la question de Queen Mother Jackie, c'est de savoir que bon, les gens qui sont maintenant les habitants du village, les villageois qui sont là maintenant,
Oui.
quand ils savent que nous on vient, les frères qui ont perdu les racines ils reviennent se connecter. Quel est leur avis? Qu'est-ce qu'ils pensent de ça, de tout ceci?
Oui, mais frère Moncam, je crois que, comme je vous ai dit tout à l'heure, là, euh, avoir parlé avec le comité de développement. Et donc, les plus grandes décisions ne provenant que de la hiérarchie. Ça ne peut être que applaudi. Comme je vous ai dit tout à l'heure, et même par le passé, les guerres d'indépendance avec le maquis, tout ça, a fait que certaines personnes de Doumtcho montent à Konjanti, d'autres descendent à Bankambe, certains à Fukwanga, bref, des villages environnants. Si bien que pour l'heure actuellement, pour dire que les gens habitent ce village, c'est nous-mêmes le chef en tête. Non seulement ne réside même pas qui à Yaoundé, mais qui bosse, mais qui est de temps en temps va au village pour travailler. Docteur, si je qui est votre frère, qui se trouve de l'autre côté avec vous, il a également bâti sa case là-bas. J'ai également quelques notables qui ont bâti des cases, mais sans vous mentir, les résidences perpétuelles n'existent pas encore à cette localité. Nous programmons des réunions et nous descendons au village. Mais le retour est imminent. C'est-à-dire que à chaque fois qu'on peut éprouver dans 1 mois ou 2 mois de son village, c'est pour ça que je dis que pour vous recevoir, on se doit de se retrouver tous à un moment donné pour dire on prépare l'arrivée de ces gens. De manière à ce que quand vous avez, parce que ça fait 2 ans déjà qu'on fait des vacances en famille, pour renouer avec la vie dans ce village, comme je vous ai dit, a été abandonné pendant pendant des années, comme certains ont quitté le Cameroun, là, 300 ans déjà. Donc, nous parlons également, quand je vous dis que je suis le 5e roi, alors, les récents ont vécu là-bas et ont fui pour aller s'installer dans d'autres villages. Donc, maintenant, là, il n'y a pas de contestation que ce soit. Les gens sont plutôt contents que vous venez se joindre à nous qui voulons donc, comme les anciens nous appellent, rentrer donc sur nos terres pour nous installer. Moi, je suis un enseignant également de carrière. Je suis en phase de rentrer au village. Je prends ma retraite. Et c'est là que je vais vivre. Donc, on se prépare comme ça. Et puis, vous allez entendre qu'on va dire, bon, peut-être qu'il nous faut peut-être faire un point d'eau. Peut-être qu'il faut qu'on place ici un transformateur pour faire de l'électricité. Question de faire vivre le village. Donc, nous sommes tous nouveaux arrivés dans ce village et ça fait une fierté. Vous comprenez? Il n'y a pas de position. Il n'y a pas de position qui tienne. C'est pour ça que vous avez entendu Dr Lazare quand vous dites, je suis d'avis. L'autre qui est l'adjoint au chef en Belgique aujourd'hui dit que ouais, est-ce qu'on peut voir ça? Vous voyez
Ok.
ça?
Ok.
Donc en juin même, mon adjoint qui est en Belgique, il vient avec nous pour qu'on passe une semaine ensemble.
Ok. Ok.
Voilà.
Je vais arrêter là, j'explique si je reviens.
Très bien
Ok.
expliqué là, merci bien.
Okay. Well, so that was a very, very good question. The king says that the village at the moment, everybody kind of like left the village. They went to the village next door. So the village in the area where it is, the village actually create so many other village around, which is more kind of like where people live more. The village where we're gonna be reconnecting, there's no really people living there at the moment. So he's trying to bring the kid from that original village who left the village to go in different village because there was nothing there before. He's trying to bring everyone back to that village. Him himself, he's the king of the village, but he live in Yaoundé in the capital. But he have to go in the village every weekend and then time to time to kind of like rebuild the village to bring people together. And then he already spoke to the development committee of the village, which he created with other people who also live everywhere, and then some live in the village next to that. So the fact that we actually reconnecting now to that village, he's the fifth king of the village for about more than 300 years. So there was no king for long time, and then it's just a coincidence. It's the ancestral call that when we are looking to find out where we came from, that village is there waiting for us. So we going like starting into a village who was there, who actually generate other village, but people left, and then we're gonna be going back to that village to revive the village again, so the village can be alive again.
Very good. It's a very, very good translation. I'm very glad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, Majesty. I'm just saying what you're telling me because when I
Yes.
listen to you, to me, it's exciting as well. Like I said,
Yes.
I just started learning about myself, about that village also, because there's a bigger village next to that village where it's called Fonjanti. From
Fondant,
growing
yes.
up, I knew that that's where my mom came from. That's where
Yes.
my grandparent came from. But
Yes.
after speaking to the king and speaking to my cousin also, I was like, no, that's not actually there. There's another small village somewhere there which actually created because even though the king speaking to us now, he is classified as the king of the third rank, but the king of the second rank it does call him his dad because his village is the village who created the first, the second rank village. Even through his village, there's nobody there, but that's where people left to create the other village, all the village around. So when he goes everywhere, even through he's a king with a village with nobody there, they give him the respect because he's the father of all the village around.
Wow. That's awesome. Um, yeah, man, this is getting to go so good. Is there anyone else have a question for the king at this time? If not, then I'm going to ask a question, and then we're going to let Brother Malcolm again introduce the king from the Awandos. But my question would be, and first I want to thank Brother Tani and the Prophet for sharing what they've done for me and the enlightenment they've given to me. And one of the things that they shared was about being someone who has to bring people together spiritually. So one thing I talked with Brother Moncom about is how do we begin to, so everyone's not coming back to Cameroon. How do we begin to make sure your children outside of Cameroon still get the same spiritual and cultural basis that they need to stay strong outside of Cameroon? Because Brother Moncom's children are probably never going back and a lot of other people. And if that's the case, how do we begin to teach our children where we are those lessons that make a Bamileke, those spiritual principles that keep us strong and have kept the Bamileke together even through all the colonization that has gone on in Cameroon?
Um, can I speak? This is Jason. Um, I'm not by me. I don't know how to say it properly, but what I've been asking is that same question. I've been talking to a group of people, and I think one of the best things that we can do in each group is to try to create, if it's not already done, but a history,
A ver, Daniel está abajo.
our own cultural history, a kind of like a standard of
Boricua.
all the things that we've done
Ido.
that's been done in the village.
Espérame.
Something simpler
Ido,
like
porque esto no es la place.
the village's
Ido.
history. I've been talking to the Paramount King of the Wandu
Amé,
about
Jordan Chong.
basically somebody's going to go through all of his villages and do um, a history of the villages, tell us some of the cultural principles, and create an actual book that we would be able to purchase or get, and then that would actually help pass that on to our children. I also think that we need to be more forthcoming in us all meeting, regardless of what tribe you're from. I think that if we can't get to Cameroon, we can, just like a family reunion, we could put on an event somewhere, um, whether it be in Chicago or St. Louis. I mean, we could put on an event that's for us, and we could probably afford to fly some of the leaders or some of the people, some of the kings, fly them in, or even trying to discuss if they can do something at the consulate that would bring us all to DC, and we could all come in and do this as an annual retreat, for a weekend where we come together as a family and share experiences and pass on that information to each other. And if we started, I mean, 10 years from now, our children would know so much. Our grandchildren would know so much. That's just my take on it.
No, no, cool. That I appreciate that. That's something me and Brother Malcolm was talking about with some of the kings also. But Brother Malcolm, you want to translate that for the king so he can answer that?
Okay, I'm going to translate for the two kings. So, King Tchangou and King Elon as well. So, alors, donc, c'est que notre frère Jason, il a trouvé ses racines chez les Ewondo. Et il est en train de vouloir mettre ensemble tous ceux qui ont des racines chez les Ewondo aussi. Et aussi, nous aussi, on est en train de aussi mettre ensemble comment est-ce qu'on peut ramener la culture pour ceux qui ne peuvent pas se déplacer pour aller au Cameroun. Parce qu'on sait que bien sûr, tout le monde veut aller au Cameroun, mais il y a certaines personnes pour des problèmes de finances, pour des problèmes de santé, ne peuvent pas se déplacer pour aller au Cameroun. Alors, comment est-ce qu'on peut ramener cette culture en Europe, en Occident, aux États-Unis? Il a suggéré, par exemple, faire des événements annuels. Peut-être qu'on fait une semaine où on se regroupe, on va quelque part, on invite peut-être un chef Ewondo, un chef Bamileke, qui viendra maintenant nous faire une initiation à la culture des deux côtés. Donc, c'est ce qu'il voulait savoir. Est-ce que c'est possible de faire cela et qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire à l'extérieur du Cameroun pour que les gens qui ont trouvé des racines se ressentent pas de cette culture. Donc, c'est la question. Donc, vous pouvez, n'importe quel chef peut répondre, hein.
J'ai compris.
Après les chefs, je dirais un mot aussi, s'il vous plaît.
Bien sûr, monsieur Conchou, bien sûr.
Allô?
Hello, I can hear you.
Was somebody going to answer, Brother Malcolm?
Après, la question, c'est pour la. Est-ce que vous avez suivi la question, chef? Soit chef Elon ou bien.
J'ai suivi
Voilà, voilà. Vous répondez, professeur Elon? Majesté Elon.
Oui, la question. Mais le problème, c'est au niveau de l'organisation d'une telle rencontre.
OK.
Parce que d'une culture à l'autre. Voilà. Bon, que le chef réponde d'abord, je sais.
Mais vous êtes aussi chef.
En 5 minutes. Que le
Okay.
chef réponde.
Okay. So he says that it's about coming together to organize something similar to that, and then he's gonna let the King Tchangou answer the question first, and then he's gonna be the second one to answer.
Vite, viens le chercher.
Voilà le roi.
He has to come off mute. He's on mute.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux? On ne parle sur le téléphone.
Voilà.
Alors, vous me suivez? Allô, frère Moncan.
On vous suit.
D'accord. Oui, la question est suffisamment pertinente parce que, vous savez, vivre, n'est-ce pas, son existence, ce n'est pas toujours physique. L'être humain a un double aspect, l'aspect physique et l'aspect spirituel.
OK.
Et habituellement, le spirituel est la face qu'on ne peut pas voir, et même le fondamental qui soutient l'être humain. Alors, je vais vous dire quelque chose. Vous voyez, par comparaison à la culture occidentale, nous avons aujourd'hui le pape François qui est décédé.
Mhm.
Et j'ai dû voir, lors de son enterrement, comment est-ce qu'un rituel traditionnel a été organisé au niveau du Vatican. Si vous avez vécu ça comme nous aussi, je suis sûr, parce que vous êtes mieux même approvisionné par rapport à ça. Vous voyez ces gens qui étaient habillés traditionnellement, avec le visage voilé, des tuniques, des lumières de ceci,
J'ai
cela.
vu. Ouais.
Très bien. Vous voyez, ça, c'est un aspect traditionnel de la chose qui permet de communiquer immédiatement avec l'âme du terroir.
OK.
Ça veut dire que vous aussi, sur notre territoire, on peut organiser pareille cérémonie et pour rejoindre vos frères de l'autre côté, vous leur gardez des produits issus de ça. Nous avons par exemple des jujubes, nous avons l'arbre de la paix. Vous savez, c'est ça qui fait la tradition généralement chez nous.
OK.
Alors, une fois que ces jujubes ont passé un séjour dans la case ancestrale où tous les chefs dorment, vous voyez, l'esprit totalement du village communique dans ces jujubes-là. Et vous qui êtes de l'autre côté, même sans être physiquement au Cameroun, vous êtes en phase avec nous. Donc, cela peut se sentir également bien protégé par les ancêtres qui vous protègent, vous qui avez mis le pied sur le sol du village, autant que cela.
OK. Donc, les jujubes doivent venir du village alors, c'est ça? Comme vous avez dit, les jujubes distribués, le matériel distribué doit venir du village pour permettre que cette reconnexion se fasse. C'est possible, mais avec les outils qui viennent directement du village.
Du village. Ça veut dire que vous qui vous déportez ici, le rituel est fait et vous ramenez non seulement pour vous sur vous, mais également pour vos frères que vous allez leur communiquer.
OK.
Vous allez les distribuer.
Okay.
Et puis aussi, pour vivre cette tradition directement avec chez vous, vous pouvez déporter ce qu'on appelle l'arbre de paix. Aujourd'hui, fait un crabeur. L'arbre de paix.
C'est ça, fait un ouais.
Vous pouvez même rentrer avec un peu de terre de ce village.
OK.
Et arriver là-bas maintenant, vous faites des bocals, vous plantez ça dedans. Je vous assure que vous serez en phase directe avec les ancêtres.
OK. Attends, je vais expliquer à ce niveau si je reviens vers vous, Majesté. OK. OK.
Merci.
Okay, so yes, so that was really a good question. Majesty says that yes, you can do. You don't need to. There's a two aspect. There's a physical aspect, and then the spiritual aspect. So we can still, even without going to Cameroon, we can connect to the spiritual aspect, and then we can also do certain ritual who actually connect us directly with our ancestor. But we need to use the tool coming from the land of the ancestor. There's a thing called like the jujube I think Brother Tani showed that on the meeting before. I also showed that before.
He was showing it just now too.
Eh?
He was showing it just now too. And Brother
Exactly.
Jacob,
So if you look at is it Brother Tani?
he just stepped away for a minute.
Okay. So there's a thing called the juju. There's a thing the Bamileke use that a lot. I use it myself. I mean, it connect me to the ancestor, and then when I'm going somewhere, if I don't feel comfortable, I'm gonna eat 7 or 9 grain of juju, and then when I go over there, doesn't matter what's gonna happen there, they're not gonna see me. I'm gonna be invisible in front of people who want to do something bad to me. So thing like that, we need to have thing like that, and it's easy to have it. So that need to be coming from the land of the ancestor, and then we got the tree, the brother showing there. That's they call it the tree of peace. So you can also take that with you when you travel back home, and that also you can use that to reconnect with your ancestor as well. And then you can also bring a ground like just take like a small piece of ground, something from the floor or something like that. That also gonna help you to connect with the ancestor. So everything is possible. We don't have to be physically there, but we just need to have the correct ingredient, and then we're gonna be able to connect with the ancestor. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. And does Professor Elong has anything to add to that?
I think the prophet gonna add something maybe also.
Yeah, I'm going to come there next. I was just letting the king from the Iwandos speak first.
Sure. And Brother Conchu after the king also is gonna add something.
Okay. Professor Elong, if you're talking, you're on mute. So. All right. For now, Brother Concho, did you have something to add until we get?
All right. Thank you for handing the word over to me. So, if I get the question rightly, it was how we can connect even though we don't have the means or there is any reason that we cannot travel to the country, to Cameroon. And, but I will handle the question a bit differently. 2 years ago, during a festival here in a village in Cameroon, in Bapa, we launched what we call the Grassfield Research Institute. And that was also an idea of, because we realized even here in Cameroon, there are a lot of Cameroonians due to deportation, due to Western culture, due to colonization, we have forgot a lot about our real culture. And we need, even we still living in Cameroon, to relearn a lot about our culture. And that's why we decided to create this Grassfield Research Institute. We start with a documentary center and different books talking about the Grassfield culture. We have already managed to collect, I don't know, over 100 books, but we are still in the process. And the idea is to open this documentary center to all those who are interested worldwide, and even working on in this project when we will have researcher, volunteers, and so on working in the center. We can, on different topic, if it's concerning Bamileke, let's say how is a Bamileke marriage, we can make even a short video or short thing for those who are out of Cameroon. Then they can learn from it, and even if they want in the US or in Europe or somewhere else, for example, do a marriage like in the Bamileke culture, they can do it because they will have learned from all those documents that we will have, let's say, put in place through the documentary center, through even those video we can still have to do, and so on. So this research institute can be, in my opinion, a good way of answering to this question, of course, using also the digital. Now we are having the meeting. I'm in Yaoundé, you are elsewhere, and we can exchange. And with those two means, having the documentary center, having the research center, and using the digital means, it can help those who are out of Cameroon to connect and to tap into these document and these content to be in the situation of connecting really with the country and with the spirit of the country. So that will be my answer to the question. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very powerful, very powerful. And I'm sure there is a lot of, as I've spoken to a number of Bamileke or the people from the Grassfield that are from Cameroon, like Brother Moncom, but like you said, have lost that connection because they, whether it be political or because of economics, you got to go find a job somewhere else, have lost that connection, or now looking for it. And you have all the ones like myself and Queen Mother Jackie and everyone else here who are now discovering our DNA, who are coming back and who are trying to learn as much as we can about the culture, about the spirituality, and all other things that we can begin to live even stronger because we're connected. But again, a lot of us will not go back, or financially can't go back, or politically in some cases can't go back. So that is a blessing to all of us that that's even there. And if there's anything I can do to help with that, I'm available for that. So I just want to make sure we get Shay, and then we're going to go, since we see Mama G just came in. I'll let Brother Moncom introduce her, but I want to make sure I get Shay because she's had her hand up. I'm sure her arm is getting tired from it being up so long. But Sister Shay, you want to say something?
Hello, family. Happy Sunday to everyone.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for always putting resources together for us to help us reconnect and to help us build legacy. I wanted to add to that question, just as a mom. I know one of the cousins already gave some context around what we do as those who live here and want to connect our children to Cameroon and to our roots. Many of you know I let my children listen in on this call. I don't gatekeep from them. They are 12 and 14 years old. Sometimes I put it on the television. I put the Zoom on the TV so they can see everybody's faces. They can hear the language. My daughters are learning Spanish and Mandarin so that they can hear the different languages. But I think as parents, for me, the answer to that question is it starts with us. And it starts with what we learn, and thank you for all of the amazing resources already shared. But what we learn and how we pass that down, for me, is going to be the game changer. And I know Sister Avanti has some details about our upcoming gathering. And so another way for me, similar to Brother Gordon, is just being involved in that process. The more you're involved in the process, the more you understand, and the more you are able to deeply talk through. I will say this is how I have personally, taken over my family not being interested, but being able to really give it to my children as a home lesson. And not gatekeeping the information that we learn even here. I've shown them videos from back home. Hey, girl, take a look at this. And that fosters conversation about the type of dance. So shout out. I knew when I saw Sinners, I was like, that looks familiar. I feel like I've seen that in our ReConnected Grassfields page. So being able for them to make connections with the things that they see here, and knowing that we had it first, okay? That it came from us first. You might see it here in the States, but they bit off of us, and reminding the children that that's the tone of where they should be learning and thinking about their nation. So I said I was gonna come on. I'm driving, which is why I'm always like never able to. I wanted to say hello because I'm in traffic. Hello to everybody. It's good to see faces.
Well, thank you for showing yours this time. That is awesome.
It's awesome, and especially having the kid to actually be part of the movement. So that's just amazing.
Our DNA still remains the same, connected with those who are on the continent.
We are people who formerly were Africans who were kidnapped and brought to America. Our forefathers weren't the Pilgrims. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. The rock was landed on us. We were brought here against our will. We were not brought here to be made citizens.
We're proud of who we are.